Hey YouTube, it's Stewart here from the Passive Income Earn While You Sleep YouTube channel. Today's video, we're going to look at 5 reasons why people fail to make money on Redbubble. So, are there some tips there that can help you make more money? Well, sit back, relax, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. Hey YouTube, just a quick introduction to the channel, particularly for those of you who are new. I'm Stewart, married to my wife Emily with our beautiful baby daughter Mia. And this channel was set up to offer tips and tricks for generating money through passive income, in particular print on demand. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, then please hit that subscribe button below to not miss out on future videos. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. And if you have any success or want to share any tips of your own on Redbubble, please comment below. In the meantime, let's get into it. Hey YouTube, so we are loaded up on the computer and let's look at the 5 reasons why people fail on Redbubble. And number 1, it's not a get rich quick scheme. I started doing Redbubble in July 2020 and since then I've probably made, this is just Redbubble, I also do TeePublic and merch by Amazon, but on Redbubble I've made just over £200, which for me is great because it's only passive income and it's something that grows. So it's not get rich quick. I'm not a millionaire after 12-18 months, but I've got items that sell and sell regular, and I expand on those. So I've got now my block of sales. I'm going to try and bring in some more items, and hopefully they sell more items and more items, more items and more items, and so on. But this takes time. So if I can regularly get sales, which I am doing with what I've already got, I'll add to it and hopefully I'll get regular sales off those. And over a period of years, and this is years, it's not get rich quick, and this is point number 1. You can't give up because it's not a get rich quick scheme. There's people that have been doing this for years and years and years and years and years. I was reading somebody that did a Facebook post a couple of weeks ago saying that he'd been doing this for 9 years, and it was only after his 8th year did he make it his full-time job, because he simply wasn't earning enough to quit his work. And he was under the realization that you can't just do this for a month, 2 months, 3 months and think I'm going to be a millionaire and that's it, I'm going to retire from work. It doesn't work that way. You've got to put the hard work in. You've got to put the hours in. Hard work works. So keep going at it. Don't give up. That's point number 1. Point number 2. What you're actually uploading in your designs. And I've already got an example up here for fishing. Fishing, great, evergreen, brilliant. If you can get regular sales in it, fantastic. Problem you've got, fishing on Redbubble, you type in fishing and there's 312,654 results. So if you are just going for the broad niche of fishing, the chances of you getting product found when there's already 312,654 ahead of you is very slim. So you need to sub-niche. Do your niche research and sub-niche. For example, with fishing, we could put something like, should we try fishing anniversary, actually fishing wedding anniversary. Let's see if this sub-niche is down for us. Just loading up. Yeah, straight away. So we've gone from 312,000, whatever the figure was, down to 2,368 by simply sub-niching. All I've done is taken fishing, which is extremely popular with everybody, and put it down to somebody's wedding anniversary. And then you can have a play on, I've been doing fishing for 40 years and been married 40 years, or whatever. It doesn't matter. You can have a play around with it. But the point I'm trying to say for number 2 is sub-niche down. Don't just go for one wide niche. Your products won't get found. Give yourself the best chance. Use Redbubble. It's fantastic for telling you how many results you've got. Use it, sub-niche down so you found something which has got very, very low competition, and then start getting your designs in there. So that's number 2. Number 3 Now, what I've done for number 3 is I've loaded up the first ever design I ever did on Redbubble, and this was we learned to love each other more. So this was during all the problems we had in 2020, and I did a design based on that. It's my very first design, so don't be too critical. But what I'm about to show you is I'm going to actually show you a few things off of this. So the first one I want to show you is how to optimize your design. Now, I haven't massively done this. So if you look at my design there, so you've got 2020, we learned to keep our distance, we learned to love each other more. Fantastic, great words. Well, in my opinion. But does that look good on a t-shirt? It doesn't. It just simply doesn't. You've got to use a magnifying glass to actually read the text. No one's going to buy that. Like I said, it was my first design and I was new to it and I didn't know what I was doing. But I look back at it now and I can be extremely critical of myself. It just doesn't look good. I haven't done a very good design. I haven't thought about the spacing of the text. So perhaps if I wanted to do that, put those words in, well, I could at least have broken down the text into more lines so the text was bigger so it was easy to read. People aren't going to like this. It just doesn't look good. You know, if I'd have sat there when I did the design and uploaded it, I think, to be honest with you, I think I was that excited just to upload one. I didn't really look back and think. But look at it. It doesn't look very good. So, this point number 3 is when you upload your designs, upload them for something. Would I actually buy that myself? I wouldn't buy this myself. No, would I? I think it's quite poor. So, be your own critique. Look at it and think, will I buy it? If I wouldn't buy it, chances are somebody else isn't going to. And just give yourself your best chance. Make the text readable. I didn't learn this. I've learned it since. Make the text readable. People don't want a magnifying glass to read it. Also, the image I've used is quite poor, really. It's very, very basic. Again, people aren't going to look at that and think, wow, that's something I want to spend my hard-earned money on. So, like I said, when you upload, just take a look at it and think, would I buy this? Is it really looking the best it can? Is the text readable? Is the font good? Does the colour schemes work? So that's point number 3. Which brings us on to point number 4. Now, I did do this, I believe, for this. Well, I think at the time it's actually available. Is upload your design for all the items. You'll be surprised at how many people will buy a phone case or a pillow or a quilt, etc., etc., etc. And to be honest with you, I haven't even done it for this. Oh no, they are new, so I probably at the time they weren't available for me. So upload your designs. Redbubble is fantastic for giving you a multitude of different designs that you can upload your image to. So get your good image first, back from point number 3. And point number 4, get it uploaded onto everything. But make it optimized to suit everything as well. You don't want it too small, too big, positioned wrong. You need to get everything in the middle the way it's supposed to be. I mean, for example, to be honest, I didn't enable the clock, but that would be a good example if I had done. The clock, as you can see, well, the text doesn't even fit on. Like I said, I didn't enable it, so it wasn't such a problem. But the point I'm trying to make is, upload your designs for everything, but make sure it all fits and looks the way it's supposed to. Okay, so that's point number 4, which will then bring me on to point number 5. Now, I always think this is probably one of the hardest things to do, is tags / keywords. Do your research on your tags. Think, how will people identify the shirt that I'm selling? So it wouldn't be any point in me just putting red shirt, heart, hands, for example. Those keywords on their own are not very good at all. They're not. People aren't going to find your designs by just searching for those keywords. For this, it's more of a difficult one, but you probably look at putting something like, at the time, had it been permitted, something like lockdown, quarantine, and then I won't type the rest of the things in because YouTube doesn't like some of the stuff that we used to describe the last year. But you can get to the point. You get to the point I'm trying to make. I need to optimize my keywords so people can search and find my design. And this is probably the final point of all the points I've just mentioned before. So you found yourself a great niche, you've sub-niche down, you've done your research, you've done a brilliant design, it's all set out, looks good, you've optimized it on everything on Redbubble, and you think, great, this is going to sell, brilliant. But if people can't find it, it ain't going to sell. So you need to use your tags and your descriptions, your title, to get your items found. And the only way you're going to do this is by researching. So this, in my opinion, tagging is the hardest one. Point number 5 is the hardest point. But in my opinion, it'll be the point that will probably make you the most success, is being able to get your designs found. So that's 5 points. Hopefully you've learned something. Hopefully, if needed, you can tinker and change the way that you're doing things and get your designs found. Get yourself out there designing, get yourself out there selling, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.